It's time to talk about Ivan Toney because this brother ego is too big and I've seen no one talk about it. What the hell is going on with his brother's head? Because this is so far gone from anything. It's just a wonder of the world. It's the seventh wonder. Is there 7 wonders in the world? I don't fucking know. I don't do geography, as you can tell. I decided to make this video after I saw the interview on Sky Sports the other day about him going to Madrid and that. And we're just going to talk about that and everything else that's gone on in the last year or so with this brother. This just starts off as a normal interview. Like, the interviewer says, what's your dream for the end of the season? He's like, oh, 20 goals a season, 9 clean sheets, just like whatever. And then he talks about going to the Euros. Toney, I will get to that later, why he is not going to the Euros, why he shouldn't even be considered going to the Euros. Then he talks about going to Real Madrid. And the thing is, the way he's been acting these last few months, you would have thought the interviewers pushed him to say, oh, what club do you want to sign for? The interviewer was silent. The guy literally said, oh yeah, Toney talked about the Euros, and then he said, oh, whatever happens, happens, and just left it like that. Like, he didn't pry, he didn't say, where do you want to go? Toney was like, Brentford get their money, I go to Real Madrid.
In summer.
And then I'm in the mix, obviously, for the Euros.
And then we'll find out the rest elsewhere.
But if Brentford was to sell me, they make their money, I'll move to Madrid and it's all good.
Brother, man, relax. You are a lower half striker. You're not a top end striker in the Prem. I don't care what anyone says. Ivan Toney's not one of the best strikers in the Premier League. And I will get onto that later, why he's not one of the best strikers in the league. The main thing we've learned from Ivan Toney and all this bullshit is that Brentford are cucks. Brentford are serious cucks. Like, as in, it's got to the point where, imagine Brentford's the man and Toney's the girl. What Brentford do, they'll sit in the corner reading a book while Toney is getting digged down by every other team in the world. That's what Brentford look like. They haven't disciplined him. They haven't said anything. Their response, make him club captain. Why the fuck not? The guy who has said throughout his whole Brentford career that he doesn't want to be there. Yeah, man, let's make him captain only because he's our best player. They're cucks. They're cucks. They're cucks. They are cucks. They are bad. They are down bad. Horrendous down bad. Like, I've never seen a player so publicly say how much he wants to leave his club and the club's been fine with it. In that period he was banned, he was going on podcasts talking about it's his dream to play for Liverpool because he supported them as a child. Arsenal were linked to him, so now he's saying he wants to go Arsenal. And then Chelsea were linked to him, so now he wants to go Chelsea. Like, he's publicly just gone about on a press tour saying how he just doesn't want to play for Brentford. And it's not even the first time it's happened. Remember in Dubai a few years ago when he was literally on a boat saying fuck Brentford, and nothing happened.
Fuck Brentford. Fuck Brentford.
This is when we talk about him wanting to be selected for the Euros. I'm just going to talk about what he's done this season since he's been back. 2023-24 season, since he's come back, he's played 10 games. He's played 90 minutes in every single game. He has not been subbed off once. He's taken their penalties. He's taken their set pieces, like their free kicks and all of that. So he is the main set piece taker, the club captain, their main striker, not being subbed off ever since he's been back. So he's played 900 minutes at least of football and he's got 4 goals. The guy who wants to go to Real Madrid, Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool, 4 goals in 10 games. Yeah, man, you got great form. Great, fantastic. Yeah, Madrid calling. Mbappe, fuck off. Ivan Toney is your man. 4 goals in 10 games. Let's compare that to the other striking options. Right now, there's about 3 other strikers ahead of him, at least, off the top of my head that I can think of. Obviously, you got Harry Kane, Ollie Watkins, and Dominic Solanke have all been performing better than him this season, and they all deserve to be in the Euro squad more than Ivan Toney. So tell me why Toney got selected and Solanke didn't. Did you not see Solanke the other day against Luton? Ivan Toney has not scored a goal like that Dominic Solanke goal. Dominic Solanke is a better striker than Ivan Toney. Them 4 goals, let's talk about them 4 goals in 10 games, okay? Okay, I've got it here. You know me, I'm a stats individual. He scores a goal every 225 minutes, which averages about 1 in 3 games, should we say. That is not good. Back in the day, even now, you want your striker minimum a goal every 2 games. Ivan Toney's got 1 in 3. I'm not saying that's bad, but especially the way he talks about himself, I'm expecting him to score at least a goal a game, but no, 4 in 10. And then 4 goals, let's talk about them. He scored 2 goals to win them games, fair enough, in a 2-0 win and a 3-2 win. The other 2 was when they were losing like 4-0 against Liverpool and when they were losing 3-0 against City. Goals that don't actually matter to anything. They were losing the game, he scored late on, and that was about it. He scored 2 important goals in 10 games, and he's acting like he's the dog's bollocks. You can talk about, it's Brentford. It's Brentford. How is he going to score goals for Brentford? It's literally the exact same team. They didn't really make any signings last summer in January to improve the team that much. It's like the exact same team. He's come back into the exact same team, and he scored 4 in 10. For the way he talks about himself, it should be higher. I'm expecting at least 6, 7 out of 10. And he's played poor in them games. His hold-up play hasn't been great, let's be honest with ourselves. Morpay is outperforming him, and Morpay backs it up when he talks the shit. Tony don't, you know what I mean? Tony really doesn't. How can you be the most dislikable person on your team and Morpay is also there? Well, I like Morpay, it's a bit of a dark, you know what I mean? Anyway, them 4 goals in 10 games, I'm gonna keep coming back to them 4 goals in 10 games because it's horrendous. Let's see what that has done for them this season. 2 wins and 1 draw. So out of a possible 30 points, they have got 7. 7 out of 30 points for Brentford since he's been back. And you just lost to Burnley yesterday, brother. What did he do in that game? Someone please tell me, because I watched that game. He was non-existent. So much for proving the doubters wrong. Who doubted him? Let's be honest with ourselves. Who in the world, in England, doubted Ivan Toney's footballing ability when he came back from the betting thing? He betted on a few football games and got banned. That was it, bro. He ain't been like drug charged or he wasn't like in pen. There's no doubters to prove wrong because it had nothing to do with your football ability while you got banned. It's external things, bro. That press tour was hella weird as well, innit? He was going like Daily Mail, The Sun, Talk Sport, Sky Sports. He was going all around for a press run coming back to Brentford. Brentford! His ego came from his last season, which is fair enough. Like, he scored 20 goals last season in the Prem, which, like, fairs. No, never mind. He scored 6 pens. 14 non-penalty goals, that's good, bro, that's good. In a 38 game league season. Oh. That's less than Callum Wilson. So, he wants a £100 million move for having arguably a worse season than Callum Wilson. And he wants to go to the Euros with 4 goals in 10 games. That really can't be right, because Ivan Toney's the best striker in the Premier League, right? He's average. He's so average. He's had 1 good season. Obviously, when he was like quoted for these 100 million that, I thought, he must be young. The brother's 28. Now, let's put that into perspective. He's had 1 good season of top flight football in about 9-10 years. And people are saying 100 mil for him. He's not a £100 million player. He is an average striker at best. Solanke offers more than him. I'm so sorry. Solanke offers more than Toney. Yeah, so like, if we're being honest with ourselves, if you've had 1 good season of top flight football, you're not a £100 million player at all. Not in the slightest chance. Proving yourself for 1 season. And look, the season he's come back, 4 goals in 10 games. But I'm just saying what I think on this whole thing. I think his ego is a bit too big for the player that he is. 1 good season of top flight football does not make you world class. Does not make you 100 mil. Yeah, like, share, subscribe, all of that. I'll see you in a bit and live. Also, rate this Liverpool kit, bro. It's actually kind of cold.